Hi, my name is José, and in this short video I will summarize the content of this seminar, which addresses the use of the Norwegian edX server and Google Apps to create a distance learning environment based on the flipped classrooms concept. What I will show in this video is a small part of the total number of slides that I prepared for this presentation, but the complete set of slides is available from the seminar website, which is located at this address. By the way, I am using exactly the same approach and the same tools that I use it to prepare the video lectures for the students in my course. But please notice that I do not want to present myself as an example. My objective is to share and discuss the conclusions that I derived from the use of these technologies and this pedagogical model. I am very pleased to have this opportunity to discuss the use of technology for these two proposals, the quality of teaching and learning and the student success rate. We will start by looking at the changing landscape of teaching and learning, and then after a short break we will look into the more practical aspects of developing content for edX, Google Apps, and the conclusions derived from their use. One important aspect to bear in mind is that the students are no longer as they used to be a few years ago. This new student profile is just part of the changing landscape that I referred in the previous slide. More and more we find students that have family responsibilities, that have a working life and little time to spend at the college. Notice that many of the slides will include short links at the bottom which refer to the sources that I accessed when preparing this presentation. But this changing landscape is not restricted to the student profiles. In the last 2 years we have witnessed the widespread availability of high-quality online courses for free, enabling the students to learn from top-rated schools and professors. These MOOCs, or massive open online courses, are delivered through platforms like edX, which is being used here to deliver a classical mechanics course at the MIT. So all these changes lead us to the first question that I'd like to propose to you. How is our role as teachers, and actually the role of our students, impacted by this changing landscape? Do you believe that plenary classes will cease to exist? Or do you believe that the MIT will be able to offer an online engineering degree to students in Kongsberg? And ultimately, do you believe that your job may be at risk? Because I believe it may. Independently of what we may say, it is obvious that online education is becoming more and more important for all higher education institutions. In a recent report on the future of MIT education, it is stated, and I quote, that the transformative potential of online teaching and learning technologies presents a long-term challenge that no university can afford to ignore. It is very interesting to look at the example of the Southern New Hampshire University. This institution had only 2,000 students 5 years ago, and it has moved to 34,000 students now using a low-cost online education strategy. I think this case study may trigger a very interesting debate on the consequences of low-cost education. And this could lead us to a second question. Low cost and flexibility of online education can be disruptive in the United States, where higher education is extremely expensive, but can it have an impact on the Norwegian higher education sector, where considering that student debt is in no way similar to what happens in the United States? Well, I believe it may. So following a coffee break at this point, we will start the second part of our seminar by looking into how to create online content and websites using edX and Google Apps. All these resources are freely available. The edX server is available through the Norwegian BIPSIS organization, And the Camtasia Relay client is available through the Uninet eCampus initiative. Google Apps are, of course, freely available to everyone, and those tools that are particularly important for teaching and learning are indicated here. Well, at this point, you might wish to try some of these tools by yourself, and in that case, I suggest that you could eventually pause this video and download and install the Camtasia Relay client as indicated here. This simple application is very effective for recording presentations, and you can use it together with Google Slides with PowerPoint to create short video lectures. This is actually what I am doing now using PowerPoint and Camtasia Relay. Following this first exercise, you might register at the BibSich edX server and try to create one learning unit using the video lecture that you have just recorded. The course website that I have used to support this year's Digital Systems course was created using these tools, and it comprises the edX link on top and then a set of other links to the other Google Apps that I found useful for this purpose. I had weekly meetings with each group using Google Hangout, and the BibSich server was used to host all video presentations and the formative assessment quizzes. You can visit this website using the link on the top right of the seminar website. Creating a similar website is extremely simple, and it could be a good exercise if you consider developing your own sites. I have made the course template available in the public domain, so creating a website like this takes only a few minutes indeed. The weekly group meetings played a major role in our teaching and learning model, and what you see here in this slide is an example of one of those meetings where the Google Slides use it to specify the final coursework were being used to clarify some student doubts. In this case, the slides were being broadcast from my computer using the screen share feature of Google Hangout, and this discussion was taking place with Group 1. I find it very interesting to say that the attendance rate was close to 100%, which I believe to be uncommon in the case of traditional classes. The students were always there, always on time, regardless of where I might be in each week, and we had meetings from Porto, Lisbon, United Kingdom, even the United States. Now, another advantage of using these tools is the wealth of analytics data that they provide. In this example, we can see that the final coursework specification video was watched on the average 2.7 times by each student. I think that this is good for everyone. It's good for me because I don't have to repeat the same explanations over and over again. And it is good for them because they can watch the videos whenever they want or wherever they want and as many times as they want. Finally, and to conclude the introduction to this seminar, I would like to refer to the student survey forms. This slide shows the distribution of results in the case of the first 4 questions in the survey form for the last 2 course editions. I have used the same teaching and learning model last year, with 2 exceptions. I did not have the edX server last year because it wasn't yet available, but I had the video lectures available on YouTube. And the second difference is that I was at the college last year and everything was done at a distance this year. Well, I believe that the comparison of the information gathered in these 2 years opens the way to a very interesting debate concerning the changing pedagogical landscape from the student's point of view. Are they really prepared for a student-centered active learning model? Or would they still prefer the far more comfortable passive role of an instructivist-based approach? Well, these are some of the questions that I will be pleased to discuss with anyone that wishes to participate in the seminar. Thanks.